Hoodoo and folk magic, St. Jude is invoked for help in desperate situations and miracle healings. Remember that in hoodoo and folk magic, the saints are who they are, meaning that unlike with various African traditional religions such as voodoo and Santeria, the saints in hoodoo and folk magic are not masks for an African deity or spirit. Instead, the saints are blessed souls of the dead who have agreed to intercede on behalf of the living. Tips for working with St. Jude. 1. St. Jude is not Judas Iscariot. St. Jude suffers greatly from people confusing him with the betrayer of Christ, because so many people false confuse him. For Judas Iscariot, it's important to make one's vow to place a newspaper advertisement thanking St. Jude for his aid, so as to spread his fame and counter the negativity. 2. St. Jude's colors are green, white, and red. 3. St. Jude's numbers. When offering him small items are 1 or 3. 4. St. Jude's day of the week is Sunday. 5. St. Jude's feast day is October 28th. 6. St. Jude is a cool spirit, meaning he is loving and kind and is slow to anger. St. Jude is very forgiving and will generally tolerate delays in fulfilling one's vow or promise to him, though one shouldn't invoke his aid in any further matters until one fulfills one's prior vow first. 7. When St. Jude works, he tends to either work immediately or he takes his time and may not work until almost the last minute. I've literally had times where St. Jude worked for me on day 2 of the novena. 8. St. Jude is somewhat dim-witted because he had his head bashed in with a club or axe. As such, and similar to St. Expedite, one will need to be very specific when petitioning him. Make sure to properly and specifically word the petition, or else St. Jude may become confused. 9. St. Jude cannot be used in black magic, and he is too loving and kind to destroy one's enemies. He can be used to call upon protection against one's enemies. When doing such, St. Jude, in my experience, seems to act to confuse their minds, make them dopey, make them act goofy, where they can't think straight. St. Jude will not do any bodily harm to people. 10. St. Jude's favorite offerings are water, candles, incense, coins, and flowers. In my experience, he rarely, if ever, takes food or other types of drink. 11. To petition St. Jude, one will need an image of him, either a statue or a picture of him. If one is using a novena candle, then this is not necessary. One will need a green or white candle. Again, if one is using a novena, then an additional candle is not necessary. One will need St. Jude, holy oil, or olive oil, St. Jude or frankincense incense, a glass of water, and a coin, preferably a shiny new penny. Cleanse the workspace with Florida water, rubbing alcohol or whiskey prior to setting up the space. Fix the candle and set it down. Light it and the incense. Place a glass of water for the saint down and then place the coin in front of the candle.